the Looksmaxxing epidemic, or rather the insecurity epidemic. Because if I'm being honest, I've been meaning to talk about this for like a while now, and I know I'm kind of late, sorry. But after seeing so many things on my page about Looksmaxxing this, Looksmaxxing that, and so many people, and especially teenage boys between the ages of 12 to 16, even 14 maybe, I've just kind of been thinking about how this is just a negative effect. And I'm not one of those people who's against looks maxing necessarily. I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to look your best self or present yourself to be at your best. I will always support that, and I think that's definitely like a positive way to look at it. But it's gone too far at this point, man. I feel as if so many people are so obsessed over looks. Like take clavicular for example. And normally I don't really talk about like media drama or whatever. That's not what this channel is about. It's mostly just geek content, but it's just like a negative example constantly. And these influencers influence young boys and create insecurities that they should not have in order for them to just go and smash their faces in or change stuff about themselves. And it's just insecurities on insecurities. And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with necessarily wanting to improve your body or improve yourself in any way. But bro, self-improvement isn't just about physical appearance. I feel like most of these guys are so obsessed with looks and their personalities are that of a brick wall. It reaches a point to where like, yeah, I may look like a Greek god, but what's that if I can't even hold a conversation with one girl or with a few people in a room? It's like, I feel like people, and especially young boys, any advice that I could give them is, I feel like you guys just need to enjoy yourselves and learn how to love yourself, specifically your own body, and not be, we all have insecurities of some kind and all of us struggle in our own ways, but I feel as if some of you guys just take it way too hard, especially if you're like super young. That glow up will come, bro, and if you want it to come, I'd say just put in the work. There's nothing like, just go to the gym, have a consistent diet, and just be healthy. Like, try to not maybe like look your worst, but also don't put too much pressure on yourself about that stuff, because I promise you a lot of girls, and just this goes for my ladies in general, like people don't really notice that as much as most people think. Like, you don't have to be the hottest or the baddest looking or the coolest looking person in a room in order to attract. If you're a fun person to hang around, people will naturally gravitate towards you. And that's what these people need to realize. Looks maxing is so focused on what's exterior, and just like how they look. But you could look like a Greek god and still have the personality of a piece of shit, bro. Like, it really is not that deep. And I feel as if this epidemic is mostly just full of people who are insecure. It doesn't matter, like, even if they look like Greek gods, because no matter how good you look, there will always be someone who mugs or who looks better or whatever. And these people are just gonna continuously do things to their body. And it also goes for some of my female viewers out there, maybe like the 3% of my female viewers. I feel like people just need to learn to accept themselves for who they are. And if you truly have like a problem with yourself or how you look and you have low self-esteem, then there's another problem you need to fix, and it's not your looks. You have to go to the gym, learn discipline, learn to love who you are as a person, figure out who you are as a person if you don't know what that is. And the best part is, if you're young, like 13, 14, 15, 16, you have so much time, bro. And it's not like I'm that old. I'm still 17 and I'm still pretty young. But I'm just giving this advice because I feel as if, I wanted to give my opinion on it, because I always see stuff on my page when it relates to looks maxing, and it kind of gets tiring the more it gets featured. And I just feel as if so many of these people know that it's wrong, such as older people, of course, and people who actually have some, like, much more confidence in themselves and actually believe in themselves. But this stuff influences a lot of young boys and puts insecurities in them that they shouldn't have. And I feel like the positive way to look at looks maxing is to just try and improve yourself physically, mentally, and just stay focused on what you want to do instead of focusing on exterior things, because a lot of that stuff doesn't matter. I mean, you may look like a Greek god when you're young, but dude, eventually all of us are gonna get fragile and old and die. That's all I have for today. This was a little bit more of a different video. My regular uploads are gonna come back soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.